pitch from Farinelli.
Ooh.
Just outside for ball 4.
Ooh.
And now the bases are loaded with 2 away for Ty Cheney.
So like we said, bags loaded here. Farinelli in it early, hoping to get him out. Hope he gets out of it.
Started out really hot, backed up by his defense, then a hit, and I don't know if you want to call that an infield hit or an error. Either way, followed up by the walk. Now it's bases loaded, and this is a must-have. Strike 1, low and outside on the fastball.
Looks like this umpire likes the low and outside call. Not much high. I don't think from what I've seen, he's not a big high heat guy. So we're going to see a lot of low balls today.
0-1 from Farinelli. Fastball right down the middle, swung on and missed by Ty Cheney. Quickly ahead, no balls, 2 strikes here.
Kind of looking like he chopped at the ball there on that really late swing there from Cheney. That just proves Farinelli has that hot heat right now. Probably frustrated from getting the bags loaded.
0-2 payoff to Cheney. Fastball went high, couldn't get the call. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Nice try though. That's a good pitch selection there. I will say that was a really nice pitch selection.
Yeah, I like the challenge fastball up and out of the zone. Trying to draw a swing, excuse me. Now here's the 1-2. Check swing, called strike 3 on the outside corner. Farinelli picks up his first K of the game and gets out of the jam. No runs scored in the top of the first. We're going to head to the bottom of the first. You're listening to Corndogs Baseball on Jet TV and Region Sports Network.
Headquartered in Maryville, Indiana, Centier Bank continues to play a pivotal role in every community we serve. Beginning with a single location in 1895 to serving 13 counties across Indiana, Centier Bank has championed a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education to enrich the lives of individuals and businesses in the communities we serve. Our promise for a better tomorrow for generations to come is what sets Centier apart. Centier Bank, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank.
If you're thinking of finishing your basement, installing outdoor security cameras, or your business has plans to break ground on a new project in 2024, Powering Indiana Lake County is your source for the region's best electricians. With IBEW Local 697 electricians, you're choosing the highest level of safety and reliability. Visit poweringindiana.org today and ensure your project is in the hands of skilled professionals.
Armed with a rich history of family ownership and a workforce that's committed to putting people first, Centier Bank fosters a workplace of community.
Welcome back to Legacy Fields. Corndogs didn't give up anything in the top of the first, and now it's going to be Colin Adams, the lefty center fielder, leading things off for the Corndogs in the bottom.
Excited to see Colin Adams for the first time this season. Going no batting gloves, old school. I like it.
Got the ninja headband rocking too. We've seen a couple of those.
I haven't seen one of those this year.
This one grounded to second base. Charlie Strock has it, bobbles it, and it's going to be an infield hit for Colin Adams. What a way to start it.
Colin Adams just absolutely just roped that ball to the second baseman, Strock, and he had it. Then I think he tried to rush a throw, so he bobbled it. And that'll bring up number 2, Billy Jones. This man is one of the most patient hitters you will see at the plate all day.
Yeah, for sure. Doesn't swing at nearly anything that isn't a strike. And from the relatively tight zone, see a pick to first there. Not in time. From the relatively tight zone that we see so far.
Mercer Krantz, the pitcher.
Could be a lot of takes here.
As an all-time name there. Mercer Krantz on the mound.
First pitch to Jones. Swung on strike 1. Big swing from Billy Jones there.
Krantz looking like he cocked back there and throwing that heat. You see maybe a little bit of a pitcher's duel today.
No balls, 1 strike to Billy Jones. Fastball popped up into short center. Xavier White running in on it, and he's got it. Colin Adams will retreat to first base, and now there's 1 away, still with 1 on.
Looked like Cheney and White were both going after the ball there, but White ultimately coming down with the out, and that'll bring up number 20. Angelo Luna. We've seen him a couple times this season, and I believe he has a home run. Or was that Ryder Fernandez?
I was Ryder Fernandez.
Ryder Fernandez. Yep. I couldn't remember.
Colin Adams still dancing around first base as this one's fly deep into right. Jalen Rutherford running for it, and it's going to get down in foul territory.
I thought Rutherford was going to get to that there. He put his glove up, then put it down, then continued to I'm like, I thought he was going to get there.
The ball just kept cutting out of bounds further and further away from him, and it's 0-1 to Angelo Luna.
So far after the Colin Adams single, Mercer Grants has just been pumping the heat.
A little bit of a choppy delivery could be throwing off the Corndogs here. Colin Adams will take off. This ball's hit deep into right field. He's going to watch it go. Angelo Luna, 2-run shot to put the Corndogs on top in the first. And you spoke that one into existence.
Yes. Thank you, Angelo Luna. You saw Colin Adams stop there at second base for a second, wondering if it was going out, and it ultimately does. Angelo Luna, what a way to start the game for the Corndogs.
That'll bring up the lefty John Connors with 1 out and nobody on, and the Corndogs quickly up 2-0.
Mercer Grant's pumping that heat. He has a lot of control with it, I will say that, but left it right down the middle, and Angelo Luna just got the better one there.
First pitch to Connors outside there.
Connors the big lefty. Hoping to see him go yard here.
1-0 pitch. Fastball shot quickly foul towards the parking lot, and it's 1-1.
Hoping that was not a car out there.
It definitely had the power to.
Oh, 100%. Got a 1-1 count.
1-1 pitch. Curveball brings it back to the outside. That was filthy.
That was gross.
From Mercer Krantz. 1 ball, 2 strikes to John Connors.
Mercer Grant's bringing out the curveball finally.
1-2. Goes to it again, but this is going to be grounded up the middle for a base hit by John Connors. Charlie Strock had a play at it, just got under the glove as he was ranging towards second base. Now there's going to be a man on first for Drew Costiba.
Charlie Strock, I believe that is the second time we've seen him miss a ball this inning. We're going to start, hopefully, he's hoping to bounce back here if it gets hit to him again. But if you're the Corndogs and you see that, you want to keep poking it that way 100%.
I'll give Charlie Strock a pass on that. That was a little bit tougher play than the first. As Drew Costiba takes ball 1 up in his eyes.
Drew Costiba been a good hitter here for the Corndogs this season. Corndogs looking to break out of that slump. As we said, they have come back with a big way here.
Takes the curveball for strike 1, and that is a big curveball out of the hand of Mercer Krantz.
I looked down for a second to see who was on deck, but I missed it. We got Max Finn on deck, the shortstop, looking to make up for that throwing error in the top of the first.
1-1. Fastball outside and high. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Mercer Krantz looking to get out of this inning with no more damage done. He's already got 1 out. Runner on first, though.
2-1 to Costiba. This one's flown back over the screen and out of play.
That might be onto the next field.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Drew Costiba also. This Corndog lineup got a lot of power and speed to it as well.
Yeah, very well balanced. We've seen a lot of home runs this season.
Yes, we have.
And just out of Billy Jones in particular, a lot of stolen bases.
Yes.
Leaves the slider outside for ball 3, and Drew Costiba works to a full count here.
Here we go. Costiba looking to draw a walk, possibly hit. Swing. He's going to swing at anything close here.
Full count for Mercer Krantz. Fastball high, and it's a walk to Drew Costiba, and it's first and second for the Corndogs.
We're going to see the catcher, Rocco Donato, go talk to his pitcher, Krantz, out here. And that'll bring up Max Finn. He's looking to make up for his error at shortstop. But I got a question. Would you put Mercer Grants in the all-time names list for the Hall of Fame? Hall of Fame all-time names.
Dude, for the names that I've heard while being a Corndogs broadcaster, I would say, yeah, that's up there for sure.
That is, I give his parents credit. That Mercer, come on. Just sounds like a baseball player.
Leadoff pitch to Max Finn, hitting .333 on the season so far for the Corndogs.
One of the more
slider outside for ball 1.
One of the more consistent hitters you will see in the lineup.
1 ball, no strikes now. First and second for the Corndogs. There's the pitch. This one's driven foul into right field and out of play. And it's 1-1.
I believe that has also gotten to the next field.
Gave the kids something to grab out there. Bring it back to the concession stand for a Chick-fil-A coupon.
I was going to say, is it a coupon or an ice cream bar? I can't remember.
Last year it was Ice Pops. This year it's coupons.
Oh, that's awesome.
Grant drops in the curveball for strike 2.
Beautiful curveball there from Krantz.
Now looking for a 1-2 payoff pitch with 1 away. Goes to the fastball, leaves it high, ball 2.
High and inside there. Like we said, this umpire really not liking it high from what we've seen. Kind of not like a different zone, but a little bit of a different zone that we've seen this year from an umpire.
2-2, drops in the curveball. It's driven back to the screen. And Max Finn will stay alive. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes.
You can see Braylon Holland, the catcher, going to get that ball.
Love to see the hustle.
Love the hustle. We've seen him a lot behind the dish this year.
Started out mostly in the DH spot, but after the injury to Josh McGowan, he's been back there almost every game. As this one's driven right back up the middle, past Charlie Strock in the gap. John Connor's going to head for home. And it's going to be 3-0 Corndogs off the Max Finn single.
The Corndogs, like we said, looking to break out of this slump, and they have come back with a vengeance against the Thunder today, going up quick 3-0 here. And it looked like that just took that weird bounce that middle infield's got past Charlie Schrock.
Designated hitter Matt Santana, common name here at Legacy Fields, caught all of last year for the Corndogs, and this is his first game back, now in the DH spot. As he takes strike 1 right down the middle from Mercer.
Excited to see my first season, excited to see Max Santana. I've only heard good things about him since joining, so I'm excited here.
0-1. Curveball outside and low. And it's a 1-1 count here with men on first and third.
Wondering what the message is going to be in the dugout when the Thunder ultimately get back. Pickoff move.
Not in time.
Wonder what that message is going to be from those coaches.
1-1 to Matt Santana. Fouled.
Ooh.
Hard into right field. That was almost dangerous. Our kid zone is out there, but it gets out of play. There's 1 ball, 2 strikes now with Matt Santana and his back against the wall.
Dangerous kid zone out there, but barely misses him, thankfully.
1-2 count from Mercer Krantz. That was a good curveball and a better defensive swing from Santana. That was about as well as you can place a curveball, and he just got that one off the end of the bat.
Yeah, you saw him kind of jump into the other batter's box to swing there, but Santana just fighting it off there, being pesky.
Stays alive. 1-2, driven hard. That one was nuked, but very, very foul for Santana, and it's still 1-2.
You saw Santana frustrated on that after he hit it because he knew he had the power in it. He just didn't hit it straight ahead. We're hoping to see that here, but Matt Santana, along with these other Corndog hitters this season, being pesky at the lineup, fouling off, making the pitcher tired. I love to see it.
1-2 count here. Still for Matt Santana. The pitch. This gun gets away. Drew Costiba going to hold at third, but Max Finn will move to second, and it's now second and third with a 2-2 count and 1 out here in the bottom of the first.
I thought we were going to see Costiba go there. I'm not going to lie to you a little bit, but I think the way the ball bounced back off the wall, he got a little scared.
Yeah, we got brick backstops here at Legacy Field, so it's a little difficult to steal home on a pass ball.
The ball will fly, trust me.
That one
is fair.
Fair down the first base line. That'll score 1. Max Finn coming to the plate, and it'll be a 2-run single for Matt Santana. Welcome back to Crown Point.
Matt Santana with a beautiful line driver down the line. They just keep it fair. It had never had a shot to go foul down the first baseline, and that'll bring up the catcher Braylon Holland. As Tate said, we have seen him behind the dish ever since the injury to Josh McGowan, and I don't think we've seen McGowan really since. Got Jack Salzider on deck, and then we are almost batting around here.
First pitch to Braylon Holland, left outside for ball 1. Braylon Holland also been very solid at the plate so far. A lot of walks drawn as he swings through that one for strike 1, and it's a 1-1 count.
Braylon Holland taking a nice hack there.
Hasn't played the whole year, but 3 singles in the games he has played so far. That one goes to the curveball, gets it on that outside corner, and it's 1-2.
Didn't think he was going to get that there. I don't even think Krantz thought he was going to get that there.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Braylon Holland. He goes curveball again. That one just off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Just in the other's batter's box there.
Man on first in Matt Santana, and here's the 2-2. Fastball. It's in the dirt. It gets away from Rocco Donato. Matt Santana will move to second, and it's going to be a full count now to Braylon Holland.
The ball is jumping all over the place when it is thrown in the dirt today. That is the second time we've seen a ball just kind of spike and just kind of go off.
Full count pitch to Braylon Holland. Mercer Krantz. This is a big one if you're Mercer Krantz. Fastball swung on and missed. He gets his pitch and gets the second out of the inning. Now 2 away, still with the man on second.
That was needed for Mercer Krantz and the Chicago Thunder here.
Big fastball right down the middle, and he just got it by Braylon Holland, and it'll bring up the left-handed third baseman, Jack Salzider.
First time we're seeing Salzider in a very long time.
First pitch to him.
Ooh.
Way inside with the curveball for ball 1. You see Matt Santana dancing around second base back there, maybe trying to get in Mercer Krantz's head a little bit.
Salzider kind of crowding the plate here.
1-0. Fastball gets it to that outside corner for strike 1. Wait, no.
Well, ball 1.
Ball 2. Ball 2. Thought he was going to a strike call there.
Me too.
Looked good to me. 2 balls, no strikes now to Jack Salzider. This one right down the middle and fouled back into the parking lot for strike 1.
Hoping that was not a car either. But Salzider, we see a lot with these corndog hitters. They like to crowd the plate.
I'm waiting for when Mercer Krantz is going to go back to that curveball that he was using against John Collins in his at-bat. Hasn't gone to it yet. It's been straight fastballs to Salzider. As he lifts that one way over the screen, Santana's going to move easily to third on the wild pitch. And it's 3-1 now to Jack Salzider.
You got your pitch.
Yeah. And that was the easiest steal Matt Santana is going to have in his life.
No, for sure.
3-1 to Jack Salzider. Fastball down the middle, swung on and missed. Full count with 2 outs, worked by Mercer Krantz.
Salzider knew he barely missed it there.
3-2 pitch. Fastball popped up. This one might have a chance to stay in play. Ricky Ham underneath it.
Ooh.
And it's the catcher, Rocco Donato, sliding down the third baseline. Credit where credit's due. That was a really good catch to end the inning there by Rocco Donato. But the Corndogs put up 5 in the bottom of the first. We'll be back with the second inning. Corndogs lead at 5-0. You're listening to Corndogs Baseball on Jet TV and Region Sports Network.
Building, philanthropy, and financial education. A long-lasting legacy of family ownership dedicated to generations of clients is what sets Sentier apart. Trust the integrity, experience, and personal service of Sentier, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank. For more information, go to Sentier.com.
To everyone who enjoys a feel-good meal, we're crafting one for you, Wisconsin style.
We're talking handcrafted, cooked to order,
scoop to perfection goodness.
More like greatness.
A snuggle up in the booth, share a bite kind of meal.
A fill you up, heart and soul kind of meal.
Come treat someone you love to a meal they're sure to love.
One always served with a smile.
That comes from the heart.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
Role in every community we serve. Beginning with a single location in 1895 to serving 13 counties across Indiana, Sentier Bank has championed a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education to enrich the lives of individuals and businesses in the communities we serve. Our promise for a better tomorrow for generations to come is what sets Sentier apart. Sentier Bank, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank.
If you're thinking of finishing your basement, installing out
Back to Legacy Fields. Corndogs lead it after a 5-run bottom of the first. Now we're going to see Ryan Gordon try to get things started here for the Thunder in their top of the second inning. Designated hitter today for the Thunder is Ryan Gordon.
Excited to see the rest of this Thunder lineup. Said they got some speed. I like to see some speed on the bases. I'm a stolen bases guy. I love it. It's one of my favorite parts of the game.
Fun to watch.
Yes.
Aslan Farinelli, three pitches got him 2 outs in the top of the first, then works the bases loaded. We'll see if he can finish a little more efficiently here. He goes to the fastball, just misses outside to the left-handed Ryan Gordon.
You know, Farinelli going to really pump that curve and fastball, as we said, and we saw last inning.
1-0 pitch. Fastball right down the middle. Strike one.
Nice pitch there from Farinelli.
Again, these right-handed pitchers, I'm waiting for him to go to the backdoor breaking pitches against the lefties.
No, me too.
He goes fastball again and
There.
gets it on the outside corner there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Farinelli loving the fastball right now, especially against lefties. We saw the same thing like you said from Kurtz.
1-2 payoff pitch. Fastball grounded weakly. Holland will pick it up, throw to first in time. What a play by Braylon Holland to get the first out of the inning. Couldn't tell if that one was going to roll foul or not. Braylon Holland picked it up and threw out Ryan Gordon at first base.
No, I agree. Braylon Holland with getting up super quick there to make the play. Like you said, I thought it was going to go roll foul, but it was just a beautiful play there by Braylon Holland to get the first out. It was a really close play, though, at first.
Jeremy Gaska, left fielder now for the not for the Corndogs, for the Thunder, as he takes strike one on that outside corner from Farinelli.
We're going to see a lot of outside corner calls today.
0-1 pitch. Fastball right down the middle. Shot foul into right field. Farinelli quickly ahead 0-2.
Looks like we got some action in the Thunder bullpen down there. Can't make out who it is.
Maybe a number 24. Payoff from Farinelli. Swung on and missed high heat. He gets the strikeout on Jeremy Gaska. And now again a quick 2 outs for Farinelli, and we'll see if he can finish it in Rocco Donato here.
I was going to say, has it been, 6 pitches maybe?
Maybe.
I was going to say, I haven't kept track, but I know it's gone pretty quick, as we said. But we're looking to go down 1, 2, 3 and not let anything on the base. Donato, though, made a great catch to end the end of the first.
First pitch to Donato, grounded to Jack Salzider at third, picks it up, throw across the diamond, throws it over John Connor's head, and Rocco Donato will head safely into first base on the air from Jack Salzider.
Great effort there by Jack Salzider there to try and make a play. I thought he was going to make it. I really did.
There was a good shot at it.
Great shot. And that'll bring up the second baseman, Charlie Strock, looking to make up for them errors. Or that error, excuse me. But
Charlie Strock now with a man on first and 2 outs, trying to get something going against Aslan Farinelli. Fastball in the dirt, ball 1.
Farinelli trying to get that low call there, outside call on the fastball, but couldn't draw it or swing.
1 ball, no strikes to Strock, as this one grounded right at Billy Jones. He picks it up, throw to second, gets the third out of the inning with no trouble. Farinelli puts up another 0 on the board. Corndogs lead at 5-0. We'll head to the bottom of the second. You're listening to Corndogs Baseball on Jet TV and Region Sports Network.
Ordered in for security cameras, or your business has plans to break ground on a new project in 2024, Powering Indiana Lake County is your source for the region's best electricians. With IBEW Local 697 electricians, you're choosing the highest level of safety and reliability. Visit poweringindiana.org today and ensure your project is in the hands of skilled professionals.
Armed with a rich history of family ownership and a workforce that's committed to putting people first, Centier Bank fosters a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education.
Welcome back to Legacy Fields. I'm Tate Hildebrandt, joined in the booth by Mason Waters. And Corndogs lead at 5-0, and Colin Adams led off the first inning for the Corndogs, and he's going to lead it off again here.
Yeah, we saw Adams have a great hit in the bottom half of the first inning, so we're hoping to see it again here.
First pitch he sees goes to the backdoor curveball, can't get it. Ball 1.
Adams, one of the more patient hitters at the plate as we've seen so far. Ooh.
Takes that one, curveball way inside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes for Mercer Krantz here. Goes to the fastball, leaves it high. Quick ball 3, working against Colin Adams for the second time.
Wonder if we're going to see that relief pitcher. It looks like we have a new second baseman out there, though, for the Thunder, because Charlie Strock is in the dugout. It looks like a number 24 out there.
Took that pitch for a strike, and this one's popped high into center field. Xavier White's going to be underneath it. 4 out, number 1 here in the second. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe the new second baseman is Seth Kochi, the extra hitter for the Thunder, coming into play second base. And I believe that's who was warming up in the bullpen as well.
That could be who it was. He could have been fielding grounders out there in there. But, yeah, Charlie Strock is in the dugout.
Billy Jones to the plate now. Takes strike 1 on the outside fastball. No balls, 1 strike. With 1 away here for Mercer Krantz.
Mercer Krantz looks a little more calmer this inning.
Sharp curveball. Called strike 2. That is such a late call from the umpire. I agree with him, but that took a long time to get the signal. No balls, 2 strikes.
Such a nasty pitch that the catcher, Donato, couldn't even hold on to the ball.
Payoff from Mercer Krantz. This one lined into center field over the head of Torrey Cheney. And Billy Jones is aboard first base with a clean single.
Billy Jones really rounded first there. Thought he was going to go to second, but Billy Jones with a solid piece of hitting there.
Angelo Luna going to come to the plate now.
Another home run.
Homered his first time up and drove in Colin Adams. Now going to see if he can homer in Billy Jones with 1 away here in the bottom of the second. First pitch taken outside, on the outside corner for strike 1. A lot of give out on that outer half of the plate. 0-1 pitch. Singled right back up the middle. It hit off the leg of Mercer Krantz. And that's going to be an infield hit for Angelo Luna. Not the most common thing you'll ever see, but he'll take it.
Not at all. Mercer Krantz, they're taking it off the hamstring there. And we're going to see a timeout here from either the pitching coach or the manager here. It might get a new pitcher.
Obviously never want to see anybody injured.
No, not
here,
at all.
But nobody warming up in the dugout, so this would be somebody getting pulled with no warm-up to come into the mound for the Thunder.
That is never a good thing for your team or the pitcher that comes in. But the nice thing is he gets as many warm-up pitches as he wants.
Looks like he might stay out there.
Yeah, he's going to stay.
And he is. Mercer Krantz toughing it out, and he's going to stay out there.
Looks
1 away and 2 on here in the bottom of the second.
He's going to get some warm-up pitches, it looks like, though, to see if he can play. Oh, nope. Excuse me.
All right, John Connor's going to take the plate. Singled his first time up. Going to see what he can do here with 2 men on and only 1 out in the bottom of the second.
Big spot here for the Corndogs, especially this is the guy you want up. John Connor's big lefty, got a lot of power in his bat.
Takes curveball inside for ball 1, and that curveball has just a ton of movement from Mercer Krantz.
Beautiful curveball.
1-0 pitch to John Connors. Checking out Billy Jones on first base as that one swung through on the fastball for strike 1.
Think we'll see Billy Jones advance to third here?
I haven't really seen the arm of Rocco Donato, but if anyone were to try to straight steal third base, it would be Billy Jones.
Yeah, I'm agreeing. He's jumping around out there trying to get a Krantz head.
1-1 count. Backdoor curveball. Can't get it there to John Connors. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Had a nice break on it, just couldn't get it in enough.
2 balls, 1 strike. John Connors with 2 aboard and 1 out here in the second. Fastball.
Down and
just
away.
Low. 3 balls, 1 strike to John Connors.
I was going to say, there is no activity in the bullpen for the Thunder, so they're going to rock it with Mercer Krantz.
That was the first pitch I'd seen where Krantz really looked like he wanted that call.
Yeah.
As John Connors is going to take the walk, and it's going to be bases loaded here for the Corndogs and Drew Castiba.
Drew Castiba coming up. I believe we saw him get We saw him get a single, right, last time?
Walked.
Walked. So the big spot here for the Corndogs can really get a lot going right now.
This one singled into the middle. It's going to get down. It's going to score two. Angelo Luna coming to the plate. Great throw. And Drew Costiba is going to have a double. 2-run RBI double for Drew Costiba. And now it's 7-0 Corndogs with men on second and third and still only one out here in the bottom of the second.
Great throw there from Xavier White, though, to get it back into the infield as quick as he could.
Max Finn going to come to the plate now. Singled his first time up, now with 2 runners in scoring position.
Big spot here for the Corndogs. Again, only one out, as Tate said.
First pitch from Mercer Krantz. Curveball, outside for ball 1.
As I said with Billy Jones, I feel like Max Finn is the other most patient hitter at the plate for the Corndogs.
Takes that one way high. Quickly behind 2-0 is Mercer Krantz. Second and third for the Corndogs. And if this game isn't already broken open, Max Finn could break it open with an outfield single here. This one's chopped foul into right field, and it's 2-1.
I thought Finn was gonna. I thought that was getting down. I was ready to pop here.
2 balls, 1 strike to Max Finn. Fastball, shot again, deep, very deep into right field, but foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 away here.
Max Krantz looking a little shaky right now. I mean, he's giving up 2.
2-2 payoff, goes to the outside corner and can't get it. Full count, worked by Max Finn.
Corndogs just know how to wear a pitcher down.
Full count from Mercer Krantz. Fouled back to the screen, and Max Finn will stay alive here.
The ball flying all over the place today.
A lot of weird hops. That one spun along the fence. 3-2 again from Mercer Krantz. Goes to the slider outside, can't get it there, and it's bases loaded again as Max Finn takes a walk. And it's going to be Matt Santana coming to the plate again. Singled in his first time up.
Beautiful hit down the line by Matt Santana, his first at-bat. And now we are seeing some action in the Thunder bullpen.
0-0 count to Matt Santana. As he takes ball 1 up above the zone on the fastball. And if you're Mercer Krantz, you really got to settle in here. You can't afford a walk with the bases loaded. That one high and outside. Ball 2. 2-0 count working against Matt Santana with the bases loaded. That one popped back over the screen and out of play. Kind of handcuffed him on the curveball there, and it's 2-1.
Carlos Santana. Excuse me, that is the pitch. That is the first baseman for the Cleveland Guardians. I don't know where that came from.
Matt Santana.
Matt Santana. Excuse me. I am so sorry. Wow.
2 balls, 1 strike to Santana. Another fastball left above the zone. 3-1 count for Mercer Krantz.
Looked like we saw Charlie Strock warming up in the bullpen for the Thunder, though.
3-1 pitch. Fastball, outer half of the zone, and they're going to say he went around on it. Santana tried to check it up. They're going to say he went around. Full count with 1 out here for Matt Santana.
Big spot here for Krantz.
Here's the pitch. Fastball easily high, and it's going to walk a run in. Still bases loaded. Now it's 8-0.
We're going to see a pitching
for
change
the Corndogs, and this is going to be a pitching change. I believe it's going to be Charlie Strock coming into the game for the East Chicago Thunder. And we will be right back. You're listening to Corndogs Baseball on Jet TV and Region Sports Network.
A long-lasting legacy of family ownership dedicated to generations of clients is what sets Centir apart. Trust the integrity, experience, and personal service of Centir, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank. For more information, go to Centir.com.
To everyone who enjoys a feel-good meal, we're crafting one for you, Wisconsin style.
We're talking handcrafted, cooked to order.
Scoop to perfection goodness.
More like greatness.
A snuggle up in the booth, share a bite kind of meal.
A fill you up, heart and soul kind of meal.
Come treat someone you love to a meal they're sure to love.
One always served with a smile.
That comes from the heart.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
Pivotal role in every community we serve. Beginning with a single location in 1895,
We were a bit mistaken there. Mercer Krantz is going to stay out there for the Thunder. First pitch to Braylon Holland, taken again high on the fastball for ball one. From the length of that mound meeting, I thought for sure we were seeing a pitching change. 1-0 pitch, gets the inside fastball to Braylon Holland for strike one.
I for sure thought that was going to be a pitching change there. It's kind of a shock to me it wasn't, because they were just warming up Strzok.
That one gets the outer half of the plate on the fastball. 1-2 count work to Braylon Holland.
Braylon Holland was not happy about that call, and you could see it with his reaction.
1-2 payoff from Krantz. Fastball just misses the outer half of the plate. You could tell he wanted that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
It looked like it was kind of in the same spot there almost.
2-2 pitch to Braylon Holland. Fastball just misses inside. Full count worked by Braylon Holland, and these are very close pitches from Mercer Krantz.
Very close, and Krantz is probably getting a little frustrated on the mound that he's not getting the calls.
3-2 spikes it there. Max Finn going to come to the plate. Or no, Drew Costiba going to come to the plate. Max Finn going to move to thirds. Santana to second, and Braylon Holland is going to take his walk down to first. Bases still loaded, and it's 9-0 now for Jack Salzider. Mercer Krantz against Jack Salzider. That was that pop-up down the foul line that Rocco Donato made the good play on in the first inning. Here's the 0-1. This one driven into center field.
Get over the head of
Xavier White is going to let it bounce to the fence. This is going to score 2 at least. Going to hold up at third is Braylon Holland, but that's going to score Max Finn and Matt Santana. And just like that, it's 11-0 Corndogs with men on second and third for the top of the lineup in Colin Adams.
We're finally possibly going to see a pitching change. Yes, we are. We're going to see a pitching change here. Charlie Strzok is going to come in.
All right, we'll let him warm up, and we'll be right back. You're listening to Corndogs Baseball on Jet TV and Region Sports Network.
Headquartered in Maryville, Indiana, Centier Bank continues to play a pivotal role in every community we serve. Beginning with a single location in 1895 to serving 13 counties across Indiana, Centier Bank has championed a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education to enrich the lives of individuals and businesses in the communities we serve. Our promise for a better tomorrow for generations to come is what sets Centier apart. Centier Bank, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank.
If you're thinking of finishing your basement, installing outdoor security cameras, or your business has plans to break ground on a new project in 2024, Powering Indiana Lake County is your source for the region's best electricians. With IBEW Local 697 electricians, you're choosing the highest level of safety and reliability. Visit poweringindiana.org today and ensure your project is in the hands of skilled professionals.
Armed with a rich history of family ownership and a workforce that's committed to putting people first, Centier Bank fosters a workplace.
Welcome back to the bottom of the second here. Corndogs have put up, I believe, 6 runs in this bottom of the second inning, and we're going to see Charlie Strzok take over for Mercer Krantz. Corndogs bat around. Colin Adams is going to see his second at bat of the inning. takes the first pitch he sees from Charlie Strzok for strike one on the curveball to the inside corner.
Different kind of speeds we're seeing from Charlie Strzok now from Matt Krantz. A little bit of a slower.
That one taken outside for ball one. 1-1 count here with one out. Still runners on second and third for the Corndogs.
Looks like he kind of pauses a little bit before he throws.
1-1 inside, very inside to Colin Adams. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Charlie Strzok goes to Calumet College of St. Joseph. Pitcher there also.
2 balls, 1 strike. That one fouled back to the screen, and Charlie Strzok works to a 2-2 count against Colin Adams.
This is where you want to be if you're the Thunder right now. You want a 2-2 count.
You want anything
to go your way.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Colin Adams trying to make something happen, just like he has been in his first couple of bats. He takes that one in the dirt, and it's a full count with 1 out.
At least you got 1 base open if you walk him here, but that is the last thing you want, to reload the bases. Because you got a guy like Billy Jones on deck.
3-2 pitch right down the middle, and it's going to be laced into right center field for a hit. That's going to score 2 easily. It's going to be 13-0 Corndogs off the Colin Adams base clearing double.
What an inning. What a first 2 innings by the Corndogs here. You think they're gonna surpass the run total they had when they played them the first time?
Possibly.
We're on track.
First game the Corndogs played against the Thunder, they won 19-2. Now with 13 in less than 2 innings.
And we have batted around here. Billy Jones is back up. A lot of life in that Corndog dugout right now.
They have no reason to have anything but life as
Exactly.
Charlie Strzok misses the outside there for ball 1 to Billy Jones. This is the hottest I think we've ever seen the Corndogs offense.
Yeah.
That one swung through. Billy Jones took a big hack at that, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike.
Billy Jones trying to go yard there.
Dude, he wants it.
He wants it bad.
The 1-1 pitch from Strzok. Curveball, in the dirt. Ball 2.
When the Corndogs offense all the players have been a little upset with their slide lately, so they're taking all their frustrations out today.
2 balls, 1 strike. Charlie Strzok leaves it above the zone. Ball 3.
3-1 count.
3 balls, 1 strike working against Billy Jones. Here's the pitch. Fouled back over the screen right at the press box, and Charlie Strzok works to the count full against Billy Jones.
Thought it was going to hit the window here of the press box for a second.
Again, you never want to see walks as a pitcher, but a walk here doesn't kill you. You have an open base over on first. 3-2 pitch to Billy Jones.
Ooh.
Swung on and missed. He gets Jones on the off speed, and Charlie Strzok picks up the second out of the inning. Man on second, 2 outs for Angelo Luna.
And I bet that feels good for Charlie Strzok right now.
Luna 2 for 2 with a home run and a single in his first 2 at bats so far, looking to stay hot with 1 man in scoring position.
I'm going to see Luna go yard again.
Takes it inside for ball 1 on the curve.
This has been a pummeling of the Thunder. The Corndogs have just come out swinging today.
1 ball, no strikes. Strzok fakes a pickoff and sends Colin Adams scampering back to the bag. Nobody was covering it.
The second baseman, number 24, I believe we do not have a name for him yet.
This is the pitch driven deep into left. It's going to stay in the yard. It'll be Jeremy Gaska underneath it to make the grab. That'll retire the Corndogs for the inning. They lead it 13-0. We're heading to the top of the third. You're listening to Corndogs Baseball on Jet TV and Region Sports Network.
Of community building, philanthropy, and financial education. A long-lasting legacy of family ownership dedicated to generations of clients is what sets Sentier apart. Trust the integrity, experience, and personal service of Sentier, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank. For more information, go to Sentier.com.
To everyone who enjoys a feel-good meal, we're crafting one for you, Wisconsin style.
We're talking handcrafted, cooked to order.
Scoop to perfection goodness.
More like greatness.
A snuggle up in the booth, share a bite kind of meal.
A fill you up, heart and soul kind of meal.
Come treat someone you love to a meal they're sure to love.
One always served with a smile.
That comes from the heart.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
Pivotal role in every community we serve. Beginning with a single location in 1895 to serving 13 counties across Indiana, Centier Bank has championed a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education to enrich the lives of individuals and businesses in the communities we serve. Our promise for a better tomorrow for generations to come is what sets Centier apart. Centier Bank, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank.
If you're thinking of finishing your basement, installing outdoor security cameras, or your business has plans to break ground on a new project in 2024, Powering Indiana Lake County is your source for the region's best electricians.
Corndogs coming into the top of the third after an 8-run bottom of the second inning. Aslan Farinelli still out there on the mound. Going to be working against the top of the lineup in Torrey Cheney, trying to get anything going for the Thunder here.
Torrey Cheney had a good hit his first at-bat, but ultimately lined out to the center fielder.
And the leadoff pitch to him. This one grounded, high chop. Max Finn misplays it at the shortstop, tried to play the hop, and just couldn't quite get it. It's an error, but a leadoff hit for Torrey Cheney. He's aboard first base.
You really can't blame Max Finn there. It just takes a weird hop over his glove there, and that ultimately resides in a single for the Thunder here. Hoping to get at least some run production going here.
Let's look on the bright side here. The double play ball is in play.
Yes.
As Jalen Rutherford comes to the plate, and he grounded out to third his first time up. Pick to first. Good throw to check up on Torrey Cheney. Not in time. First pitch to Jalen Rutherford. Long look at Cheney. Fastball, outer half, taken for ball one.
Thought that was going to get the call there almost.
I did as well. But it's 1-0 to Jalen Rutherford, with Torrey Cheney getting a lot of attention over there on first base. Goes to the outside again. Same spot, ball two.
You're wondering if you're going to see Cheney go here. He's just going to stay in the head of Farinelli here.
2 balls, no strikes to Jalen Rutherford.
Farinelli looking a little colder, but he just sat in the dugout for the better part of what, 20 minutes, 30 minutes?
Inside fastball gets the swing and a miss from Rutherford, moves to a 2-1 count.
There we go. There's the Farinelli we are used to seeing pumping the gas.
2 balls, 1 strike. And here's the pitch after a long look over at Cheney. Cheney checks it up. Strike 2 to Rutherford. Cheney stopped halfway down the line and headed back. But it's 2-2 here for Aslan Farinelli.
Farinelli looking to get out of this with 1 out.
2-2 payoff. Cheney takes off, and this one's hammered into center field. Headed back is Colin Adams. He has it. Throw to – no, he's just going to cut it off to Billy Jones. Thought he was going to try to gun Torrey Cheney heading back into first. And there's 1 away now with 1 out for Ricky Ham.
I don't think Torrey Cheney knew that was going to be caught.
I thought that ball was going to get down as well,
So
and
did
that
I.
thing just kept carrying and let Colin Adams get underneath it.
Colin Adams is a good, speedy center fielder so far, and he's a great leadoff hitter.
Ricky Ham to the plate now with 1 on and 1 out. Pick back to first. Oh, great throw. Just got underneath it, did Torrey Cheney. That pickoff move from Farinelli is dirty.
Yeah, I thought he got him there. Wonder if we're going to see Cheney go here again.
First pitch from Ricky Ham. Blooped. Billy Jones will come down with it at second base for the second out of the inning. Great job, just sawed off Ricky Ham on the curveball. Got the weak contact right at Billy Jones, and there's 2 away for Xavier White.
Xavier White, good defensive center fielder, got a good arm on him. We saw him if it wouldn't have been cut off, would have been not a close, but would have made it a closer play at home when the Corndogs were scoring all them runs.
Singled his first time up. Another pick. This one just as close as Torrey Cheney is flirting with disaster over there so far.
Cheney doesn't know.
0-0 pitch.
Ooh.
That one that was way off the hands of Xavier White for strike one.
I thought it was going to hit him in the hand on the swing.
He shakes it off all right. I think it got the bat, but it's no balls, one strike on a great pitch from Farinelli. You can't get out of the way of that one.
Not at all.
0-1 pitch to White. Cheney looked like he was going to take off, and that curveball's fouled back to the screen. Farinelli quickly ahead. No balls, 2 strikes to Xavier White.
Looks like the Corndogs are going to set him up. Not 1, 2, 3, but pretty close.
Even if Torrey Cheney has no intention of stealing, it looks like he's taking his lead, taking his secondary really hard.
Yeah.
Just to try to get any reaction out of Aslan Farinelli and break up the groove that he's gotten himself into here.
Farinelli checking on him. There
0-2. He goes here. Swung on and missed. High fastball.
He's so
and
frustrated.
he sits down Xavier White. Xavier White very not happy with himself there. That was clearly going to be ball 4. But we're going to head to the bottom of the third. Corndogs leading at 13-0. And you're listening to Corndogs Baseball on Jet TV and Region Sports Network.
IBEW Local 697 electricians, you're choosing the highest level of safety and reliability. Visit poweringindiana.org today and ensure your project is in the hands of skilled professionals.
Armed with a rich history of family ownership and a workforce that's committed to putting people first, Centier Bank fosters a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education. A long-lasting legacy of family ownership dedicated to generations of clients is what sets Centier apart. Trust the integrity, experience, and personal service of Centier, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank. For more information, go to Centier.com.
To everyone who enjoys a feel-good meal, we're crafting one for you, Wisconsin style.
We're talking handcrafted, cooked to order.
Scoop to perfection goodness.
More like greatness.
A snuggle up in the booth, share a bite kind of meal.
A fill you up, heart and soul kind of meal.
Come treat someone you love to a meal they're sure to love.
One always served with a smile.
That comes from the heart.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
Welcome back to Legacy Fields here. Long delay in between innings. Not sure what's going on. We have all of
the Thunder infield.
All of the Thunder infield is on the right side of the field here. Charlie Strock just now getting out to the mound.
What?
Not sure what the delay is.
Yeah.
Whenever we go, it's going to be John Connors leading things off for the Corndogs.
Not quite sure what.
Connors walked his first time up.
Yeah, wasn't quite sure what was going on between innings, but it looks like we got it all situated.
And it's going to be John Connors leading off the third here. Corndogs trying to follow up their 8-run second inning with something else, with some more runs here, I guess.
Yeah, like I don't know what you would do if you're the Corndogs here, but score more runs. Like, to be honest.
Thunder still just looking confused.
Yeah.
And we're going to see a new pitcher here for the Thunder, number 30. And we will be right back after the pitching change. You're listening to Corndogs Baseball on Jet TV and Region Sports Network.
Headquartered in Maryville, Indiana, Centier Bank continues to play a pivotal role in every community we serve. Beginning with a single location in 1895 to serving 13 counties across Indiana, Centier Bank has championed a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education to enrich the lives of individuals and businesses in the communities we serve. Our promise for a better tomorrow for generations to come is what sets Centier apart. Centier Bank, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank.
If you're thinking of finishing your basement, installing outdoor security cameras, or your business has plans to break ground on a new project in 2024, Powering Indiana Lake County is your source for the region's best electricians. With IBEW Local 697 electricians, you're choosing the highest level of safety and reliability. Visit poweringindiana.org today and ensure your project is in the hands of skilled professionals.
Pitching change mid. Charlie Strock went out there and started to warm up, and he got changed for Jalen Rutherford, right fielder, left-handed, and we're going to see a lefty-on-lefty matchup here as his first at-bat is going to be against John Connors. He leaves that fastball outside for ball one.
A little more of a hard-throwing lefty. A little more speed behind it.
That pitch taken right down the middle by Connors for strike one.
Really nice pitch there.
Yeah, almost more of a changeup. Not a lot of movement to it, but it was slow. 1-1. Tries to go fastball outside and misses. 2 balls, 1 strike to Connors.
Wonder if the Thunder are just trying anything they can at this point just to see who they can have the pitch.
1-1. Taken high and inside by Connors. 3-1 count.
We got some action in the Corndog bullpen.
Aslan Farinelli's assignment today, as that one's driven right back up the middle for a single by John Connors to start things off for the Corndogs. And that's, I believe, Joey Merrick is warming up in the Corndogs bullpen right now. Aslan Farinelli's assignment for today was 3 to 4 innings, and after putting up 13 in the first 2, you don't really need him to throw more than he has to.
No, don't blow his arm out, because right now he is untouchable.
Now a man on first and nobody out for Drew Costiba. 2 walks on the day so far.
Oh.
Pick to first to Connors. Connors was like 2 steps off the bag, just checking up on him a little bit there.
I was going to say, John Connors, you know he's a big-time stealing threat here for the Corndogs. You can hear the sarcasm there, but John Connors, one heck of an athlete.
That one through the right side for a base hit. It's going to get down. Drew Costiba's going to single, and it's going to be first and second.
John Connors showing them brakes and them wheels there.
That was a little interesting.
Yeah.
John Connors almost looked like he could have gotten an interference call on Ty Cheney there, but he's just running. He was in the base path. He's just running the bases. It's going to be a single for Drew Costiba, and it's going to be Max Finn coming to the plate now with a single and a walk so far in this one. First pitch. Tails back to the inner half of the plate, just misses it. 1 ball, no strikes to Max Finn.
Rutherford really likes going in on that inside pitch. Oh.
Gets all the plate with that one. That one's driven deep into right. It'll get out of play down the right field line as that one was hit hard. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I thought that was going to stay fair there, not going to lie.
1-1 here to Max Finn. Working against Jalen Rutherford with 2 on and nobody out. That fastball right down the middle. It's hammered into center field. Xavier White's going to be underneath it.
We're going to see Connors go.
Connors is tagging. Throw's going to be cut off. Drew Costiba's going to go back into first base. And Max Finn will move the runners a little bit, and he'll fly out to center for the first out of the inning.
Heck yeah, John Connor.
Love to see the speed from the big guy.
Speed demon.
Now Matt Santana coming to the plate. Single and a walk for Santana as well.
Oh, kind of want to see him go yard here or get a double. Just get on base in general.
Anything drives in Connors, most likely from third. As he takes that pitch outside, ball 1.
Rutherford pitching pretty good so far. Kind of trying to get that outside corner call, though.
1 ball, no strikes. Slide step popped up. This one is going to get just out of play down the right field line, and it's going to be 1-1.
Thought that was going to land in the Thunder dugout a little bit.
Almost had a chance to stay in for Ty Cheney to make a play on it, but it just carried off the field. Now a 1-1 count for Matt Santana.
Ty Cheney playing a good first base over there.
And if you're Drew Cristeva, you got to be careful of that lefty pickoff move.
Ooh.
That one's inside. Cristeva's going to head for second. Doesn't get a piece of Matt Santana. He almost reacted like it did. It's going to be a wild pitch, and Drew Cristeva is going to move to second. It's second and third on a 2-1 count to Matt Santana.
I thought that got a piece of Santana like you said. I was a little confused. It looked like it got him.
2-1 as this one sawed off to the second base, or shortstop, excuse me. Throw across the diamond, throws it away, and that error is going to score 2. John Connors and Drew Cristeva come home, and Matt Santana stands aboard second base on what looked like a routine ground ball.
Torrey Cheney just putting a lot of emphasis behind that ball, firing it over to try and get Matt Santana, and it ultimately cost him an out.
15-0 now for the Corndogs, and Braylon Holland, the catcher, is going to come to the plate for the third time, has a single and a strikeout so far tonight.
Braylon Holland, absolute demon behind the plate also.
First pitch from Rutherford. Swung on the low fastball for strike one.
Holland, I believe, struck out his last time.
Struck out his first at bat, singled in the second.
That's what it was.
No balls, one strike. Ooh. He gets a piece of that one. Quickly behind 0-2 to Jalen Rutherford. And this is really the first position that we've seen a Corndogs hitter behind in the count against Rutherford. We'll see how efficient he is at finishing it off. Goes inside with the chase curveball for ball one.
Can we talk about the chains of speeds there from fastball to changeup? It looked like
you know what they say about lefties? They be called crafty.
Yes. Southpaws.
That one swung on and missed. He went to the curveball for strike 3 to get Holland. 2 outs now in the bottom of the third, and it'll be Jack Salzider who doubled his last time up.
You saw Braylon Holland not really the happiest after he struck out there.
They never are.
Never. Can't blame him.
Jack Salzider now with a man in scoring position. Corndogs lead at 15-0 with 2 outs in the third. Leaves that easily outside for ball one. 1-0 to Jack Salzider. Goes fastball, outer half, can't get it there, ball 2.
Salzider having a good day so far at the plate and also defensively, having that one error, but he's made up for it with the bat.
2-0 takes the fastball. He wasn't super happy with himself there as that one was right down the middle for strike 1.
2-1 count here to Salzider.
The pitch from Rutherford, shot foul and hard down the left field line, and it's going to move to a 2-2. And that is our second deuces wild of the game here in the third inning.
Could you imagine if that stayed fair?
That was a rocket off the bat of Jack Salzider. I got out of here in a hurry.
Yeah. Right over the Corndog bullpen.
2-2 from Rutherford. Curveball way outside. Salzider lets it go, and it's a full count with 2 outs now.
This is the best inning the Thunder have had all game.
Thus far, I would agree. Full count now. Fastball swung on and missed. Jalen Rutherford navigates the inning, only giving up 2. It's going to be 15-0 as we head to the top of the fourth. You're listening to Corndogs Baseball on Jet TV and Region Sports Network.
Do what you do, get loud, go ahead, get loose, get down to business, tell everyone, nothing's off limits, you can have anything you want.
Armed with a rich history of family ownership and a workforce that's committed to putting people first, Centier Bank fosters a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education. A long-lasting legacy of family ownership dedicated to generations of clients is what sets Centier apart. Trust the integrity, experience, and personal service of Centier, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank. For more information, go to Centier.com.
To everyone who enjoys a feel-good meal, we're crafting one for you, Wisconsin style.
We're talking handcrafted, cooked to order.
Scoop to perfection goodness.
More like greatness.
A snuggle up in the booth, share a bite kind of meal.
A fill you up, heart and soul kind of meal.
Come treat someone you love to a meal they're sure to love.
One always served with a smile.
That comes from the heart.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
Pivotal role in every community we serve. Beginning with a single location in 1895 to serving 13 counties across Indiana, Centier Bank has championed a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education to enrich the lives of individuals and businesses in the communities we serve. Our promise for a better tomorrow for generations to come is what sets Centier apart. Centier Bank, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank.
If you're thinking of finishing your basement, installing outdoor security cameras, or your business has plans to break ground on a new project in 2024, Powering Indiana Lake County is your source for the region's best electricians. With IBEW Local 697 electricians, you're choosing the highest level of safety and reliability. Visit poweringindiana.org today and ensure your project is in the hands of skilled professionals.
Welcome back to Legacy Fields. Your Corndogs leading the East Chicago Thunder as we are heading into the top of the fourth, and we're going to see Joey Merrick take over for Aslan Farinelli on the mound here.
One of the first times we've seen Merrick all season here in the Corndogs.
And his first pitch just outside to Seth Kochi. Merrick been a pretty solid reliever with the Corndogs for a couple of years now. As the 1-0 goes inside for strike one on the inside corner.
As we said, Farinelli threw another gem today. Let up no runs.
Yeah, Farinelli so solid so far for the Corndogs. So here's the 1-1. Fastball right down the middle, maybe a little high for strike two.
I didn't think he was going to get the call there, to be honest.
1-2 count for Joey Merrick, working against the extra hitter in Seth Kochi here. As here's the payoff. Fastball just in the dirt. 2-2 count.
Seth Kochi. It's something I've really never seen here in baseball as an extra hitter. I've never seen that. I've heard a DH.
2-2 count. Slider, outer half, just misses it, and it's a full count. Yeah, you don't really see many people use it. The Thunder generally do. I mean, I get it. It's summer ball. You're trying to get guys at bats. But yeah, most people don't usually use it. Full count now from Joey Merrick. Brings in the curve, leaves it inside, and it's a leadoff walk for Seth Kochi here to start the fourth inning.
That'll bring up Ty Cheney, the first baseman. You saw Merrick kind of wanted that pitch before he walked him there. Kind of was a little frustrated with the ump there.
Now a man on and nobody out for Ty Cheney. Struck out in his at-bat in the first. We'll see what Joey Merrick can do with him here.
Possible double play opportunity.
His first pitch swung on, grounded, foul down the left field line for strike one.
Seth Kochi looking like he's got a little speed on him.
We've said it before, a lot of speed on this team. Any base runner is potentially dangerous if you're Joey Merrick, so you definitely got to pay Kochi some attention over there on first base.
Just athletes here for the Thunder.
No balls, one strike. That one is down the middle for strike two. Quickly ahead on Ty Cheney here. No balls, two strikes. See if Joey Merrick can get out of this at bat quick.
Didn't think Cheney was going to get the call there.
0-2 payoff from Joey Merrick. Slider, and it's popped up. It's going to be Colin Adams underneath it, and he's got it for the first out of the inning. Seth Kochi's going to head back into first base. And there's one away for Ryan Gordon, the designated hitter tonight.
Colin Adams just having a great game today so far. Playing good defensively, great at the plate so far. So, yeah, absolutely no complaints in seeing him in his first game at home for the Corndogs.
Colin Adams has 3 outs just by himself out there in center field.
Man, could be player of the game today possibly.
Ryan Gordon with 1 out and 1 on. Righty on lefty matchup here. Goes to the fastball, outer half of the plate, and misses it. 1 ball, no strikes.
You're seeing a little while from not Cheney, excuse me. Merrick here.
1-0 pitch. Gets it there, tipped back into the glove of Braylon Holland, 1-1. Went with a little bit of elevated heat, and Ryan Gordon was just underneath it. Still seeing a pretty aggressive lead from Seth Kochi. Hasn't gone anywhere yet. Tries to go outside with that fastball. Too far outside, 2 balls, 1 strike.
Kochi trying to get in the head of Merrick, as we said. We've seen him be aggressive, but not too aggressive, like some leads like we see with Billy Jones sometimes on the bases.
2-1 pitch to Ryan Gordon.
Oh.
Check swing. It's knocked down by Braylon Holland, but the speed of Seth Kochi is going to take him easily into second base. And it's going to be 3-1 for Ryan Gordon.
As we said, Kochi definitely got some speed there. Ryan Merrick going to look to make this count full or get an out here.
Ryan Gordon doesn't have to swing at anything that he doesn't like, as Joey Merrick has a big pitch here. 3-1. Gets it down the middle for strike 2.
I thought that he was going to call that ball 4 for a split second. I'm not going to lie.
Maybe closer to that outer half than I thought, because that was another delayed call. But it's a full count now for Ryan Gordon. This pitch, fastball outside. And it's going to be ball 4. We're going to have first and second now on 2 walks. And it's going to be Jeremy Gaska coming to the plate now.
I thought he was going to get that call on that outside corner there for a second, but ultimately didn't. And like we said, that'll bring up Gaska, the left fielder, number 53.
Struck out his first time up. Now with men on first and second, and Joey Merrick drops in the curveball for strike 1.
Beautiful pitch there from Merrick.
First time we've really seen it. He's been mostly sitting fastball slider. But he went off speed with the curveball there. Couldn't have placed it much better on that inner half of the plate.
Got to show it off at some point.
0-1 fastball right down the middle. This one popped up into right field. Drew Costiba underneath it. Nobody's going to tag. It's still first and second, but now there's 2 outs here in this top of the 4th.
Merrick looking to get out of here with no damage done and still leaves zeros on the board for the Thunder.
Rocco Donato coming to the plate now. Reached first on an error by Jack Salzider over on third in his second at bat, or in his first at bat, in the second inning.
Donato, a good defensive catcher. We saw him make a great play there to end the bottom of the first.
First pitch from Joey Merrick, kind of saw it off, and it's going to get through the right side. Seth Kochi coming for home. No, he's going to hold up and go back to third, but it'll now be bases loaded on the single from Rocco Donato, and that'll bring up, I believe, Charlie Strzok.
The third base coach was sending Kochi there, but Kochi, watching the right fielder Costiba there, knew he wasn't going to make it there. And that will bring up Charlie Strzok again.
And I'll say that was pretty smart base running from
100%
from Seth Kochi there, because no matter how fast you are, Drew Costiba has a pretty good arm out there in right field.
You can't test it sometimes.
First pitch to Charlie Strzok, just high and outside for ball 1.
I thought he was going to get the call there. I thought that was going to be strike 1. But if you're Strzok, this is a big spot for you in this moment.
1-0 pitch. Fastball swung on right down the middle and missed. 1-1 count for Merrick.
Kind of a hack there from Strzok there, trying to get it out of the infield, it looked like.
1 ball, 1 strike. Goes to that same spot as the first one, just a little high and outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. And this is a huge at-bat if you're Joey Merrick. Bases loaded, you got 2 outs, bottom of the order, and you just need to get a strikeout or a ground ball.
Merrick looked a little frustrated there.
That one right down the middle and swung on again. 2-2 count with 2 outs here. That's going to be our third deuces wild of the game here in the top of the 4th. And Joey Merrick just 1 pitch away from navigating a scoreless first inning of work.
If you're the Thunder and you don't get anything here, you got to be frustrated with them yourself.
2-2 way outside, and it's full count to Charlie Strzok now with 2 outs.
You think we're going to see an off-speed or we're going to see fastball here?
I don't see any way he doesn't just try to go fastball right by Charlie Strzok.
Me too. Strzok doesn't look like he can catch up to it right now.
Full count from Joey Merrick, and he leaves it high. It's ball 4. That's going to walk home a run. It's going to move to 15-1. Still with the bases loaded for the leadoff man in Torrey Chaney, and this is a little bit more of a dangerous situation if you're Joey Merrick.
Yeah, no, Torrey Chaney, we've seen him a couple times. He can hit the ball. He is a good hitter. He's a good defensive player. He's just an all-around good ball player, and he's got good speed on the bases. So this is not the guy you want up in this spot. Strock taking a big old lead over there at first, just walking down.
Fastball, no slider. Tries to go outside and misses. Ball 1.
Strock getting a big lead as long as with all these other runners on the bases right now.
1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch to Shaney.
Ooh.
Check swing. Going to say he didn't go, and it's going to be outside for ball 2.
I thought he went there.
I thought it was going to get called a strike.
So did I.
2 balls, no strikes for Joey Merrick, still with the bases loaded.
Ooh.
Goes inside with it that time. It'll move to 3-0.
Wonder if Holland's going to go talk to his pitcher here if he walks him again. Walks in another run.
Hey, you walked a runner in once. You definitely don't want to see it again if you're Joey Merrick. 3-0 count now. Cheney really has to see one he likes, as that's right down the middle for strike 1.
Nice pitch there from Merrick. Cheney can also sit here again. 3-1.
3-1 count from Merrick. Fastball swung on, big swing by Ty Cheney, and he works it to a full count. Full count again with 2 outs and the bases loaded here.
Merrick has worked himself back into this count. Hoping to see him strike down and sit down Cheney here to let no other runners.
Full count pitch. This one popped into center field. Colin Adams running in on it. No, it's going to be Billy Jones behind second base coming in with it to get out of the inning. Thunder are going to plate 1 to make it 15-1. We're going to head to the bottom of the 4th. You're listening to Corndogs Baseball on Jet TV and Region Sports Network.
Ordered in
Hold up, now do what you do. Get loud, go ahead, get loose. Get down to business, tell everyone nothing's off limits. You can have anything you want.
Armed with a rich history of family ownership and a workforce that's committed to putting people first, Centier Bank fosters a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education. A long-lasting legacy of family ownership dedicated to generations of clients is what sets Centier apart. Trust the integrity, experience, and personal service of Centier, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank. For more information, go to Centier.com.
To everyone who enjoys a feel-good meal, we're crafting one for you, Wisconsin style.
We're talking handcrafted, cooked to order.
Scoop to perfection goodness.
More like greatness.
A snuggle up in the booth, share a bite kind of meal.
A fill you up, heart and soul kind of meal.
Come treat someone you love to a meal they're sure to love.
One always served with a smile.
That comes from the heart.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
Pivotal role in every community we serve. Beginning with a single location in 1895 to serving 13 counties across Indiana, Centier Bank has championed a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education to enrich the lives of individuals and businesses in the communities we serve. Our promise for a better tomorrow for generations to come is what sets Centier apart. Centier Bank, Indiana's largest private.
Welcome back to Legacy Fields. I'm Tate Hildebrandt, joined by Mason Waters, as the Corndogs are leading 15-1 here against the East Chicago Thunder. And it's going to be the top of the order for the Corndogs. Colin Adams leading things off here in the 4th.
How many times have we seen the top of the order in this early of the game?
This one bounced to the right side.
Wow.
What a play by Jordan Rutherford.
Wow.
He picked that off the dirt running full speed and stepped on first base. And you know what they say, pitchers are athletes too.
They are, and that was just proven. Normally, I'm assuming in outfielders, that's where he came in from, but showing off the speed there was Rutherford to get the first out.
Not the most typical ground ball to the infield you'll ever see, but Billy Jones will come to the plate with 1 away here in the bottom of the 4th.
You just can't be mad at that. It was just one heck of a play.
First pitch from Rutherford. Leaves it in the dirt for ball 1 to Billy Jones.
Billy Jones coming out of nowhere to make the inning ending play last half.
1-0. Chops this one back to the screen, over the screen. It's 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 away here.
I think this is the quickest we've seen the Corndog hitters just go boom, boom, boom right now.
1-1. Take strike.
Oh.
No, that one's high. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike for Billy Jones.
I for sure thought that was going to be a strike.
2-1 pitch. Pops that one down the right field line and out of play. It'll move to 2-2. See if Jalen Rutherford can finish things off here against Billy Jones.
The Thunder are just happy to get a run on the board, I am sure, right now. Making the deficit 14.
2-2. Leaves it outside, works to a full count, does Billy Jones. And a walk to Billy Jones would not be what you want. That
Not
is
at
a
all.
speedy man to have on first base. So he goes upstairs, and
gets the
Billy
walk.
Jones is going to get his walk. He'll be aboard first with 1 out for Angelo Luna.
Luna, I'm hoping to see him get another home run here.
That would be huge.
Huge. Billy, do you think we're going to see Billy Jones steal here?
Lefty pitcher, we did see a pretty decent move from Angelo Luna. He'll take strike 1 on the outside corner.
Okay.
I don't remember which game it was, but Billy Jones faced a left-handed pitcher, and he waited till he was picked off. That ball going to get knocked down by Ty Cheney at first base. He'll step on the bag. Great play to keep that ball in the infield by Ty Cheney. Get the second out of the inning.
I thought we were going to see him try and turn 2 there possibly if he could have got it in the glove, but that'll bring up John Connors, the speed demon.
It doesn't matter now because he's on third base. What I was gonna, or was second base. What I was gonna say is the last time he faced a lefty, he waited until there was a pickoff attempt and then took off the very next pitch. Doubt we're gonna see a steal or a pickoff now that he's aboard second. First pitch to John Connors, taken on the inside corner for strike 1.
John Connors, as we said all year, big lefty and got a lot of pop in that bat.
Takes that one just below the zone for ball 1.
This umpire zone's a little, not like confusing, but it's a little all over the place right now, I feel like. Almost.
This one grounded foul down the right field line for strike 2.
Cheney firing it back to his pitcher over there.
Trying to hype them up maybe. Looking for their first scoreless inning of the game.
And if you're the Thunder here, you take that. That is little wins right now.
Eventually you're going to need a scoreless inning. As John Connors takes that one in the dirt, moves it to 2-2. No, it's going to get called strike 3.
Oh,
I
wow.
thought that ball bounced. John Connors gets rung up on the curveball from Jalen Rutherford. Corndogs put up none in the bottom of the 4th. They still lead at 15-1. You're listening to Corndogs Baseball on Jet TV and Region Sports Network. What the hell?
Largest private family-owned bank.
If you're thinking of finishing your basement, installing outdoor security cameras, or your business has plans to break ground on a new project in 2024, Powering Indiana Lake County is your source for the region's best electricians. With IBEW Local 697 electricians, you're choosing the highest level of safety and reliability. Visit poweringindiana.org today and ensure your project is in the hands of skilled professionals.
Now do what you do, get loud, go ahead, get loose, get down to business, tell everyone, nothing's off limits, you can have anything you want.
Armed with a rich history of family ownership and a workforce that's committed to putting people first, Centier Bank fosters a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education. A long-lasting legacy of family ownership dedicated to generations of clients is what sets Centier apart. Trust the integrity, experience, and personal service of Centier, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank. For more information, go to Centier.com.
To everyone who enjoys a feel-good meal, we're crafting one for you, Wisconsin style.
We're talking handcrafted, cooked to order.
Scoop to perfection goodness.
More like greatness.
A snuggle up in the booth, share a bite kind of meal.
A fill you up, heart and soul kind of meal.
Come treat someone you love to a meal they're sure to love.
One always served with a smile.
That comes from the heart.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to the
Welcome back to Legacy Field's Corndogs leading the Thunder 15-1 here. Thunder put up their first scoreless frame on the defensive end just now in the bottom of the fourth. And it's going to be the pitcher, Jalen Rutherford, looking to help himself out here against Joey Merrick.
Rutherford's pitched a really good game so far. I mean, the score doesn't do him justice, but for coming in the spot you came in, you can't be mad at him.
Joey Merrick leaves that first fastball outside. And yeah, I agree. He's pitched a pretty good ball game so far. 1-0 count. That one just outside and high for ball 2.
Merrick a little frustrated on the mound that he didn't get that call.
You know, after seeing how John Connors struck out to end the inning, I might be a little frustrated with that call too.
Yeah.
2-0. Drops the curve.
Ooh.
Just below the zone. That looked like it was middle. 3 balls, no strikes for Joey Merrick, and we'll see if he can figure this out here.
We got some more action in the bullpen down there. It looks like number 27 for the Corndogs warming up.
That one, strike right down the middle on the fastball. No question about that one. Joey Merrick with a 3-1 count here. This is a tough spot. You definitely don't want to start off with a walk.
Not at all.
He goes fastball right down the middle, gets the pop-up. Billy Jones on the outfield grass coming in for it, and 1 away here in the top of the 5th inning.
Rutherford frustrated on that hit as you saw him throw the bat down. We know Rutherford does have some speed on him.
Yeah, that play off the mound to start the last inning to get Billy Jones was pretty impressive.
Impressive.
We'll see what Joey Merrick can do here against Ricky Ham, third baseman tonight for the Thunder.
Haven't seen much action of him, though.
Whoa. And that's going to be, I believe, a balk.
We're going to get a balk?
Balk on Joey Merrick as he, slipped off the mound there. So that's going to be a 1-ball, no strikes count already to Ricky Ham. 1-0 count. Fastball right down the middle, dribbled, foul down the right field line. This one had a chance to come back into the play. It's going to stop foul for strike 1. That one had a lot of spin on it off the end of the bat, and Ricky Ham saw it start to come back and took off to first base, but it died on the infield.
As you said, we have some athletes definitely in the Thunder lineup with the speed.
Ricky Ham with 1 away and nobody out here.
Like I said, Ricky Ham hasn't seen much action at third, though, I feel like. It's only really been up the middle almost with Cheney and second baseman.
That pitch ripped down the line in left past the glove of Jack Salzider. He's going to turn for 2, and he's going to be in there pretty easily as it's a double for Ricky Ham to try and get things started for the Thunder here with 1 out.
And that'll bring up the speedy, great defensive center fielder we've seen so far. Number 10, Xavier White.
Xavier White singled his first time up. Struck out his second on a tough swing that you could tell definitely was not him, and I don't think we're going to see anything like that again. Always a dangerous hitter to have up and with runners in scoring position. Here's the 0-0. He drills that one very deep into left field. And that would have been a home run if it were about 20 feet closer to the foul pole.
That would have been a no-doubter. That was an absolute tank job from Xavier White.
As my high school pitching coach would say, that's just a long strike. And we'll see if Joey Merrick can shake it off and keep going against Xavier White here.
White showing off that power.
No balls, 1 strike. He goes to the outside curveball and leaves it outside. 1-1 count here.
Xavier White at the plate. Ricky Ham on second. Definitely going to, if it is hit into the outfield, Ham is going home for sure.
1-1. Good block by Braylon Holland to keep Ham on second base, and it's a 2-1 count now.
Braylon Holland, a very good defensive catcher behind the plate.
Not much gets by him, and we've seen he has a rocket for an arm when he needs it.
The product of PNW.
2-1 pitch from Joey Merrick. Drops in the curve. First strike 2 on the inside corner.
I didn't think he was going to get that call, but I'm happy he did.
Close pitch, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes to Xavier White with 1 away here in the top of the 5th. 2-2 payoff from Merrick. Fastball right down the middle, and it's roped into left center for a base hit. That's going to score Ham easily Xavier White's going to hold up at first, and there's what we were saying, always a dangerous man to have up at the plate with runners in scoring position. That'll make it 15-2 Corndogs.
That'll bring us up where we started off the last half inning with number 24, the extra hitter, Seth Kochi. And we know he's also got some wheels on him.
Kochi walked and stole second his first time up. Now with a lot of speed on the bases in Xavier White.
Checking him. Ooh.
Pickoff very close to that Joey Merrick pickoff.
Ooh.
I would say just as good as the Aslan Farinelli pickoff that we saw in his innings.
White got up a little slow over there.
Maybe an awkward dive back into the bag. But here's the 0-0 to Seth Kochi. There's the pitch. Drops in the curveball for ball one on the inside.
I thought that was going to be a strike there.
That one was very close. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0. Pick back in. Oh, that one was much closer than the others. I thought he might have actually gotten him.
I thought he would have got him there. I thought that was out number 2.
1 ball, no strikes now to Seth Kochi.
A lot of these Corndog pitchers have really good pickoff moves.
1-0 count, fouled back to the screen to make it 1-1.
Big thank you to Ty Cheney for getting that foul ball.
Joey Merrick trying to get on the same page as Braylon Holland here with the signs. And it's a 1-1 count here. Here's the pitch. Gets the outside corner for strike 2.
Beautiful pitch there from Merrick to get up ahead in the count.
1-2 now for Joey Merrick working against Seth Kochi. And here's the 1-2 payoff. He'll pick back to first.
Ooh.
Just under the tag. Gets Xavier White. That was a great slide. This pickoff move is keeping him at bay for sure.
100%, because I think White wants to take off here, and I think his third base coach wants him to as well. Wouldn't be
1-2. Swung on and missed by Joey Merrick. What a pitch to get the second out of the inning. Still with the man on first, and that'll bring up Ty Cheney.
Ty Cheney, a really good defense. We saw him make a really good defensive play at first. Can't remember if it was in the last half of the inning or the inning before that, but he dove, stopped the ball from getting any farther to save a run. Another run.
Ty Cheney with a man on first, nobody out. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Flew out to center his last time up as he takes that pitch. Check swing for ball 1 on the outside.
Merrick looking to get that outside corner call that these pitchers have been getting all game.
1-0 count now to Ty Cheney. 1-0. Popped up high, and it'll get out of play down the right field line. It'll be 1-1, and that's a Chick-fil-A coupon for somebody over in the kid zone.
I didn't even see where that landed. I'm going to be honest. I thought that was going to land on top of the bullpen, or John Connors was going to scale it to get the out. I'd like to see somebody try that one time. I would.
I would pay a significant amount of money
me too.
to see somebody climb a wall at Legacy Fields.
You read my mind.
1-1 count to Ty Cheney with 2 away. Fastball.
Ooh.
Gets the upper half of the zone for strike 2.
Okay.
1-2 count for Ty Cheney here with 2 outs in the top of the 5th.
I didn't with the way this umpire has been calling it slow, I didn't know if he was going to give him the call.
1-2 pitch. Drops in the slider just inside to move to a 2-2. I believe that's the 3 or 4. I thought it was 4. Fourth Deuces Wild to the game today here in the 5th inning.
I believe you and Valen broke the record last time.
Got 11 against the Beavers.
That was a
this
good game.
one laced right back up the middle. Colin Adams underneath it for the 3rd out of the inning. And the Thunder put up another one to make it 15-2. We're going to head to the bottom of 5. You're listening to Corndogs Baseball on Jet TV and Region Sports Network.
Headquartered in Maryville, Indiana, Centier Bank continues to play a pivotal role in every community we serve. Beginning with a single location in 1895 to serving 13 counties across Indiana, Centier Bank has championed a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education to enrich the lives of individuals and businesses in the communities we serve. Our promise for a better tomorrow for generations to come is what sets Centier apart. Centier Bank, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank.
If you're thinking of finishing your basement, installing outdoor security cameras, or your business has plans to break ground on a new project in 2024, Powering Indiana Lake County is your source for the region's best electricians. With IBEW Local 697 electricians, you're choosing the highest level of safety and reliability. Visit poweringindiana.org today and ensure your project is in the hands of skilled professionals.
Welcome back to Legacy Fields here. We're in the bottom of the fifth. Your Corndogs leading the East Chicago Thunder 15-2. I'm Tate Hildebrandt, joined by Mason Waters, and we're going to see Drew Costiba lead it off here in the bottom of the fifth for the Corndogs.
Costiba had a great game so far. Got a rocket of an arm and wild pitch almost there, but as I was saying, Costiba has a rocket of an arm out there in right field.
Yeah, took ball one there. Still from Jalen Rutherford on the mound for the Thunder.
Wouldn't be surprised to see him the rest of the game.
That one check swing. Still a pretty hard hit ball down the right field line, but foul, and it's 1-1. Costiba with 2 walks and a single on the night.
Costiba, all-around good ball players.
Here's the 1-1. Big swing on that curveball in the dirt, and it moves to 1-2.
Nice pitch there from Rutherford to trying to get Costiba to chase there.
Yeah, great chase pitch from Rutherford, and you could tell that Costiba wasn't too happy with himself after that one.
Not at all.
1-2 payoff from Rutherford. Fastball right down the middle. This one driven
goodness.
deep. This could have a chance into right field. It'll get just inside the wall. It'll stay fair, and Drew Costiba's going to have a leadoff double. I lost it down the line. I couldn't tell where it was.
I thought it was a home run, and you heard the sigh from the crowd there for wanting another home run, but he got close enough as you can to getting one.
I think he'll take the leadoff double to
100%.
move to 2 for 4 on the night, and that'll bring up Max Finn with a man in scoring position and nobody out here for the Corndogs.
I definitely agree. Costiba, one heck of a start for the Corndogs here in the bottom of the fifth, excuse me.
First pitch, Max Finn tips it into the dirt for strike 1.
Finally seeing Rutherford well here are the Corndogs.
No balls, 1 strike. Rutherford, really the first shake we've seen from him, disagreeing with his catcher on a sign there as he sends this one in, bottom of the zone for strike 2. He gets quickly ahead 0-2 to Max Finn here.
I'm kind of surprised he got the call there.
No balls, 2 strikes with Max Finn. That one in the dirt and outside, ball 1.
Rutherford pitching a great game. And he played a good defensive outfield, too, out there before he came in to pitch.
Yeah, a couple of outs made in right. Then came in for Charlie Strock as this one is grounded to the left side and foul. Still 1-2 for Max Finn, and he stays alive. Somehow managed to pull the outside fastball there from Jalen Rutherford, but it stays alive, 1-2.
I thought that was going to stay fair down the line.
1-2 again from Rutherford. Leaves it way outside. Easy take for ball 2. And it's 2-2 to Max Finn. Nobody out and a man on second.
Corndog hitters like to wear down the opposing pitchers.
2-2 count. Inside. Fouled off down the right field line. Still 2-2.
Perfect example right there.
Just anything close, just tapping it foul. And then wait until they see one they like.
That's the way to do it.
2-2 again to Max Finn. Leaves that one easily high, and he works it to a full count after being down 0-2. And like you were saying, this is textbook Corndogs that we've seen from him all year.
I believe this is the longest at-bat of the game so far.
3-2, ground ball to short. It's picked up by Torrey Cheney. Throw to first. What a pick.
Beautiful pick.
Ty Cheney with the pick at first base to get Max Finn. It'll be Drew Costiba moving to third, but we saw the Cheney to Cheney defensive combination there.
Wonder if they are
to
brothers.
get Max Finn at first base.
Beautiful, beautiful play from both of the Cheneys there, but I'm going to give it to the first baseman there. What a great pick.
That was an amazing
Beautiful.
pick over there by Ty
Beautiful.
Cheney.
You can't get much better.
Matt Santana to the plate now as he chops this one into right field. This might have a chance to get down. It will for a single, perfectly placed, and that'll bring Drew Costiba to the plate. It's now 16-2. The Corndogs have a man on first in Matt Santana.
Matt Santana hitting it to no man's land there. The right fielder could not get to it.
Not really much power behind that swing, but just sometimes you just got to put it where they're not.
Death by 1,000 paper cuts is the way the Corndogs do things sometimes. Little bloopers and singles here and there.
Braylon Holland to the plate now as he takes strike one right down the middle.
I thought Rutherford was going to throw over to first there. It looked like he almost did.
I bet we'll see a pickoff sometime in
there
this
it
at-bat.
is. There it is.
Santana, he tries to catch him off guard. Santana not even really off the bag. Picks over anyway.
I feel like sometimes with lefties it's kind of hard to see when they're going to pick.
0-1, fouled back to the screen by Braylon Holland, and he's behind 0-2, which hasn't necessarily been an issue so far tonight for the Corndogs.
Not at all. Braylon Holland looking to get on the bases again.
Braylon Holland sees the 0-2, leaves it outside for ball one.
I can't believe him, but I thought he was going to give him the call there. I thought it was going to be strike three.
Definitely could have gone either way on that outer half. 1-2 pitch. That one much further outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
One heck of a play there by the catcher, Rocco DiNardo, to save a wild pitch there. He's a good defensive catcher. I've been very impressed with his game.
Sliding to the other batter's box to stop that one. And here's the
smooth.
2-2. Swung on and missed.
Holland
High heat. Braylon Holland
happy.
Not happy with that one.
Not happy at all. And you can tell the minute he swing.
Now 2 away after the Braylon Holland strikeout, and it'll be Jack Salzider, who doubled his second time up, struck out last time.
Ooh.
Now has Matt Santana on first base.
Braylon Holland slamming his helmet when he gets in the dugout.
Leaves that one outside for ball one.
Salzider having also a great game defensively. Besides that one little error earlier, and just at the plate, he's been great too. Salzider is a great piece for this Corndog lineup.
1-0. This one punched into left field. It'll get down. It'll move Jones to second. Hard turn, and he'll head back to the bag.
Little lefty on lefty action there.
Excuse me, not Jones. Matt Santana to second base.
And that'll bring up
Colin Adams coming to the plate for the 5th time tonight.
the ninja, Colin Adams.
He's rocking that ninja headband. I like it.
I like it too. I think, I like it.
Some people can pull it off. Some people can't.
He pulls it off.
Colin Adams pulls it off.
Plays a great defensive center field.
0-0 pitch taken inside and low for ball one. A lot of tracked down fly balls. Some of them pretty difficult in center field. It hasn't been an issue so far for him as he takes ball two way outside to the lefty.
You think we're going to see Rutherford the rest of this game?
I think we will. The way this is going, the Corndogs might end this in 7. And I think they leave Rutherford out there. As he bounces that one, it gets over the head of Rocco Donato. Runners are going to go station to station, and it's 2nd and 3rd with a 3-0 count to Colin Adams.
Rocco Donato did not look like he knew where the ball popped up and went there almost. Freaking out a little bit.
Couldn't tell if the pitcher and catcher got crossed up there or if that one just got away from Donato. Haven't seen that super often from
really.
Donato.
Adams is just going to sit here and take whatever he likes.
3-0. No, he swings on it. It's going to be a ground out to second base. It's going to score a run. No, it won't. 2 outs. Never mind. It's
he
still
almost beat it out, though.
Still going to be 16-2 as we head to the top of the 6th. You're listening to Corndogs Baseball on Jet TV and Region Sports Network.
Everything you want.
Armed with a rich history of family ownership and a workforce that's committed to putting people first, Sentier Bank fosters a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education. A long-lasting legacy of family ownership dedicated to generations of clients is what sets Sentier apart. Trust the integrity, experience, and personal service of Sentier, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank. For more information, go to Sentier.com.
To everyone who enjoys a feel-good meal, we're crafting one for you, Wisconsin style.
We're talking handcrafted, cooked to order.
Scoop to perfection goodness.
More like greatness.
A snuggle up in the booth, share a bite kind of meal.
A fill you up, heart and soul kind of meal.
Come treat someone you love to a meal they're sure to love.
One always served with a smile.
That comes from the heart.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
Role in every community we serve. Beginning with a single location in 1895 to serving 13 counties across Indiana, Centier Bank has championed a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education to enrich the lives of individuals and businesses in the communities we serve. Our promise for a better tomorrow for generations to come is what sets Centier apart. Centier Bank, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank.
If you're thinking of finishing your basement, installing outdoor security cameras, or your business has plans to break ground on a new project in 2024, Powering Indiana Lake County is your source for the region's best electricians.
Welcome back to Legacy Fields. Corndogs leading the East Chicago Thunder 16-2. We're going to see Ty Cheney lead things off here in the top of the sixth.
Cheney having a great play to get an out there in the bottom half of the fifth inning to connect with possibly his brother, who had an also great pick, Ty Cheney.
First pitch from Joey Merrick, way outside with the fastball for ball one.
Torrey Cheney can hit it from time to time. Or excuse me, that is Ryan Gordon up to bat. Number 6, DH.
You are correct. That is Ryan Gordon. Ty Cheney was the last out of last inning as he fouls that one back to the screen for strike one.
I was like, wait. Because I saw the number, and I'm like, is that a 6?
It was indeed a 6. Ryan Gordon, been playing a solid DH so far, has a walk in his 2 at-bats. And you'll see the 1-1 from Joey Merrick here. Change-up, drops it in, just misses the inner half of the plate to the left-handed Gordon, and it's 2-1.
Should have been a strike. I'm going to say that right now.
2 balls, 1 strike. Here working against Gordon. Outer half fastball, gets it there. 2-2 count now.
Beautiful strike there, but I'm going to say we're going to call that one a strike. I'm a little confused by this strike zone a little bit, but I am not the umpire, and I'm sure it's a much harder job than being up here.
2-2 count, leaves it just outside, and Ryan Gordon walks to a full count with nobody out here.
Ryan Gordon, a speedy threat on the bases if he can get on.
3-2 from Merrick. Fastball swung on and missed right down the middle, and he gets Gordon with the challenge fastball for the first out of the inning.
You saw Gordon take an absolute hack there to try and at least hit it or foul it off, and he missed it. That'll bring up number 53, the left fielder, Jeremy Gaska. Haven't seen much out of Gaska either today, I don't think.
Not a ton of playable balls hit to left field. 0 for 2 from the plate so far. We'll see if he can turn that around here with 1 away in the top of the 6th. Joey Merrick challenge fastball right down the middle as it's popped foul down the right field line for strike one.
John Connors making an absolute effort over there to try and get to it.
Hustling down the line.
Saw Castillo try and get over there too.
No balls, 1 strike. Working against Jeremy Gaska. Joey Merrick trying to work through a scoreless 6th, and I think if I had to guess, someone else will come in to close up the 7th for the Corndogs tonight.
Looks like we got a little bit of action possibly in the bullpen. Just looked like somebody might, yep, we got some action. Might be 31 it looked like. I can't tell.
Here's the 1-1 pitch.
Ooh.
Taken high for ball 2. Good pitch there from Merrick.
Merrick is a little frustrated on that one.
Gaska just laid off of that high fastball. Learning the zone a little bit. There hasn't been much given on the upper half of the plate. This one driven, sliding play from Max Finn. Throw across the diamond. In time! What a play from Max Finn. Derek Jeter-esque, sliding to his right, throwing back across his body to get Jeremy Gaska at first. That's a web gem.
Wow. Max Finn doing it all today at the plate and in the field. What a sliding play by Max Finn to get out number 2.
Catcher Rocco Donato coming to the plate now with 2 away here in the 6th.
Speaking of defense, when you talk about a defensive catcher, you want to talk about Rocco Donato.
0-0 pitch. This one driven deep into left field. This one might have a chance to get out, and it will be caught on the warning track by Angelo Luna. And the Corndogs flashing some leather here in the top of the 6th. They're going to throw up a scoreless frame, not without some hiccups and a lot of excitement.
Yeah, lots of excitement here.
We're going to move to the bottom of the 6th, and it's 16-2 Corndogs. You're listening to Corndogs Baseball on Jet TV and Region Sports Network.
With IBEW Local 697 electricians, you're choosing the highest level of safety and reliability. Visit poweringindiana.org today and ensure your project is in the hands of skilled professionals.
Now do what you do, get loud, go ahead, get loose, get down to business, tell everyone, nothing's off limits, you can have anything you want.
Armed with a rich history of family ownership and a workforce that's committed to putting people first, Centier Bank fosters a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education. A long-lasting legacy of family ownership dedicated to generations of clients is what sets Centier apart. Trust the integrity, experience, and personal service of Centier, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank. For more information, go to Centier.com.
To everyone who enjoys a feel-good meal, we're crafting one for you, Wisconsin style.
We're talking handcrafted, cooked to order.
Scoop to perfection goodness.
More like greatness.
A snuggle up in the booth, share a bite kind of meal.
A fill you up, heart and soul kind of meal.
Come treat someone you love to a meal they're sure to love.
One always served with a smile.
That comes from the heart.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
Play a pivotal role in every community we serve. Beginning with a single location in 1895 to serving 13 counties across Indiana, Centier Bank has championed a work.
Welcome back to the bottom of the 6th here at Legacy Fields. Corndogs lead the Thunder 16-2, and we're going to see a pitching staff change here for the Thunder. It's going to be Xavier White, the center fielder, coming in to pitch, and Jordan Rutherford is going to head out to center field, and Billy Jones is going to lead off the 6th for the Lake County Corndogs.
Xavier White, we've seen him have some pretty good plays in center field.
First pitch popped up. This one could stay in play.
And I think it
down
is.
the line and caught up against the wall.
Wow,
what a catch by Ty Cheney in foul territory. No, they're going to say, wait. I can't tell where Billy Jones is going.
I don't think they're going to count it.
He's safe. I think it hit the wall before Ty Cheney caught it, and it's just a foul ball. 0-1, and Billy Jones gets a breath of fresh air.
Billy Jones having a sigh of relief right now. I think we figured out who was in the bullpen for the Corndogs. Caden Coombsy.
Here's the 0-1 taken high and inside for ball 1. 1-1 count from Xavier White. Fastball above the zone. 2-1 count to Billy Jones. 2-1. Fouled back to the screen, and it's 2-2. We're going to get our 5th. No, we're not. There's not 2 outs. 2-2 count here. Billy Jones has to still be selective, but I mean, we know how smart Billy Jones is. He's just got to be himself here.
A good, smart ball player.
That one spiked, easily taken. Full count worked by Billy Jones.
You're never going to see him swing at something like that.
Full count now. Xavier White trying to get his first out of the inning. That one's outside. Billy Jones draws the walk, and there's going to be the leadoff man on for the Corndogs, and it's going to be Angelo Luna coming to the plate with nobody out here in the 6th.
Would love to see another home run out of Luna here. And I've been saying that ever since he came up and hit one the first time. But you think we're going to see Billy Jones go?
I think up 16-2. I don't think anybody on the Corndogs has the green light to steal right now.
No, me neither.
That pitch, strike one on the outside corner. White gets the spot working against Angelo Luna with nobody out here. 0-1. Right down the middle as this one's chopped into the right center gap. It's going to get down. Billy Jones streaking around second. He's going to hold up at third, and it's going to be a double. Billy Jones gets away. He's going to head for home, and that's just what the speed of Billy Jones can do.
Smart ball player right there.
He makes it 17-2 off the double by Angelo Luna.
Angelo Luna having an absolute – all the Corndog hitters have been amazing today.
Now, in the event that Angelo Luna gets another at-bat here, he's a triple away from the cycle. He has a home run, a single, and a double.
Well, now that you say that, I want him to get another at-bat here.
I believe this will be Nolan Lasky hitting for John Connors.
Nolan Lasky finally getting a day off.
He grounds that one down the right field line. Nolan Lasky. Lasky got his day off, and now coming in here with the lead as big as it is to hit for John Connors.
Lasky been the everyday first baseman, I believe, in every game for the Corndogs this year.
That one easily high. He takes it for ball one. 1-1 count.
Much deserved day off for Lasky.
Been putting in work and coming through in the Corndogs for some pretty big spots.
Big right. He got a lot of pop in the bat.
1-0 taken. Strike two, dropped in the curveball on that outer half of the plate and low from Xavier White.
Surprised to see a strike two there.
1-2. Xavier White, fastball, spiked it, and it's a 2-2 count.
Luna stays patient at second base, stays put.
2 balls, 2 strikes with a man on second, nobody out for Nolan Lasky. Here's the pitch. Popped back over the screen, and he'll stay alive. 2-2.
Lasky hitting it off the fence, hits the top of the pole on the fence, and ricocheting. You're going to hear a bunch of kids run for that foul ball.
2-2 count again from Xavier White. Trying to get comfortable up there on the mound, doing a little digging. Up by the rubber, and here's the 2-2.
Ooh.
Taken inside for ball 3. It's another full count worked by the Corndogs offense.
Wonder if this is White's first appearance pitching this year.
3-2 to Nolan Lasky. Swung on, chopped to right. Gets it, throw across the first. What a play by Ricky Ham over there on third base. That was some MLB smoothness and finesse over there. That was nice.
Haven't seen much out of Ham all day or the left side of the field today besides the shortstop. But Ricky Ham coming up clutch with the glove there to get the first out of the inning.
Costiba going to come to the plate now with 1 on, and Angelo Luna still on second base after his RBI double. First pitch from Xavier White, taken, strike 1 on the outer half.
I thought Costiba was going to just absolutely rope one there. I'm going to be honest. I thought he was going to swing away.
Costiba having a pretty solid night himself. 2 walks, a single, and a double. He grounds that one right back to White, who snares it out of the air, throws it to first for the second out of the inning. That is center fielder reflexes for you there from Xavier White.
What a defensive game here from both sides of the ball. You've seen a lot of flash of the leather between these two teams.
That'll bring up Max Finn, the shortstop today.
You want to talk about flashing the leather. You should have seen the play he had in the last half of the inning.
Sliding towards third base, spinning, and throwing out the runner at first as he takes ball 1 up and out there.
Think the Corndogs want one more run here?
I don't see why not.
Exactly.
1 ball, no strikes.
Ooh.
This one fouled into the dirt for strike 1. It's a 1-1 count with 2 outs.
Thought Finn was just going to get a dribbler just to stay fair there.
Xavier White comes up and gets a new ball. Quick conversation with Rocco Dorado.
Trying to get on the same page here.
Max Finn with a 1-1 count. He's got a walk and a single so far today. Here's the 1-1. Drops it in. He took a hack at it, fouled it back to the screen, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs for Xavier White.
This is where you want to be if you are the Thunder.
Trying to get out of here with only 1 run in the bottom of the 6th. Takes the ball high. It's going to be 2-2, and now we will see our 5th Deuces Wild of the game.
There we go.
2-2 payoff from Xavier White. Fastball down the middle. It's grounded. Ty Cheney, diving play.
Goodness.
Takes it himself.
Oh.
Diving play.
What
and
a play.
He beats Max Finn to first, diving into the bag to tag it with his glove.
Santana cannot believe it.
To retire the side. And it's going to be 17-2 Corndogs heading into what could be the last inning of the game.
My goodness.
17-2 Corndogs. You're listening to Corndogs Baseball on Jet TV and Region Sports Network.
Community building, philanthropy, and financial education to enrich the lives of individuals and businesses in the communities we serve. Our promise for a better tomorrow for generations to come is what sets Centier apart. Centier Bank, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank.
If you're thinking of finishing your basement, installing outdoor security cameras, or your business has plans to break ground on a new project in 2024, Powering Indiana Lake County is your source for the region's best electricians. With IBEW Local 697 electricians, you're choosing the highest level of safety and reliability. Visit poweringindiana.org today and ensure your project is in the hands of skilled professionals.
Armed with a rich history of family ownership and a workforce that's committed to putting people first, Centier Bank fosters a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education. A long-lasting legacy of family ownership dedicated to generations of clients is what sets Centier apart. Trust the integrity, experience, and personal service of Centier, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank. For more information, go to Centier.com.
To everyone who enjoys a feel-good meal, we're crafting one for you, Wisconsin style.
We're talking handcrafted, cooked to order.
Scoop to perfection goodness.
More like greatness.
A snuggle up in the booth, share a bite.
Welcome back to Legacy Fields in what could be the last ups for the East Chicago Thunder. We do have a 10-run rule after 7 innings here in the Region Collegiate Baseball League. And it's going to be Charlie Strock leading the last-ditch effort for the Thunder tonight.
The 6'5", 160-pounder from Ohio Northern University, the Polar Bears.
Caden Coombsy taking over on the mound. First pitch high and outside as he takes over for Joey Merrick of the Corndogs.
I love seeing names like that, like the Polar Bears, the Thunder, the Corn. Like, it's just be unique. Don't do the card. Like, I love that stuff.
1-0 pitch. Fastball outside again. Might be seeing some control issues early.
Yeah.
Which is to be expected. First time Caden Coombsy has pitched in a game. As we can see, he has some heat behind him.
Beautiful pitching.
2 balls, no strikes to Charlie Strock. Pitch.
Ooh.
Fastball. Gets it on the inner half there. 2-1.
Got a lot of heat behind that there.
That's a tough pitch to swing at. Inside and at the knees. There's almost nothing you can do
and
with that
quick?
if you're Charlie Strock. 2-1 here. Goes to fastball outside, spikes it, and it's 3-1 to Charlie Strock. Bottom of the lineup, this is a guy you want if you're Caden Coombsy because it doesn't get any easier when you're facing Torrey Cheney and Xavier White in the top of the lineup.
At all.
3-1 pitch. Fastball high and up on Charlie Strock for a leadoff walk for the Thunder. And that will bring up the top of the Thunder lineup in Torrey Cheney.
Torrey Cheney and his just great defensive it's not center fielder, excuse me, shortstop today. Just flashing both teams flashing the leather this game, and I love it.
First pitch to Cheney from Caden Coombsy.
There
This
we go.
one grounded up the middle. Could be a double play. 6-4. Throw to first. Not in time. They'll get Charlie Strock, the lead runner at second base.
At least you get the lead runner there.
Torrey Cheney still going to be aboard first on the fielder's choice. And it'll be Jalen Rutherford with one away and a man on first here.
The pitcher, many of pitchers we saw from the Thunder today. I think he's been the best yet.
Righty on lefty here as Caden Coombsy. Big lead. Not checking up on Cheney at all as he gets a pitch in the dirt for a strike one there. Took a big hack at that, did Jalen Rutherford. And I would say Caden Coombsy needs to check up on Torrey Cheney over there, which he did that time, but he was almost halfway to second on his secondary lead.
There
he takes off, throw down.
Ooh.
Good throw from Braylon Holland.
Beautiful throw there.
That speed of Cheney just too much. That ball was left outside for ball one.
It was a nice
1-1 count with 2 outs.
So in that rocket arm, as we talked about earlier from Holland.
From his knees, and he still probably missed him by less than a step, even with the jump that Cheney got.
It's a nice jump by Cheney, too.
1-1 count here. Leaves that inside for ball 2. Coombsy trying to figure out his control here and slam the door on the Thunder here in the 7th. 2 balls, 1 strike. Fastball, no, curveball. And he gets it for the strike.
Ooh.
Dropped it in the inner half. I'm not sure Rutherford agreed with that very much.
I don't think so either.
2 balls, 2 strikes for Coombsy, looking for his first strikeout of this game.
Caden Coombsy, the big righty.
Here's the 2-2. Fastball
Ooh.
on the outer half, and
There
he rung
goes.
him up on it. Can't paint it any better than that. And he gets his looking strikeout for the second out of the inning. Now there's 2 away with a man on first. And the Thunder are down to their last out in Ricky Ham.
Ricky Ham flashing the leather earlier, too. As we said, just made a great defensive play of the 6th.
First pitch to Ricky Ham. Righty on righty action here with 2 outs in the 7th. Fastball, outer half. Can't get it there, just a little high. 1 ball, no strikes.
Cheney, a big righty with a lot of fire behind his throw.
1 ball, no strikes from Caden Coombsy. Slider, very good slider,
Ooh.
but it's laid off of by Ricky Ham. Great take there. It's 2 balls, no strikes.
You said we're going to see possibly a little bit of control issues early from Coombsy. The first time we've seen him pitch all year.
2-0 to Ricky Ham. Swung on the
Ooh.
fastball and missed. That is a lot of heat coming to that outer half of the plate from Caden Coombsy. 2 balls, 1 strike with 2 outs. Two balls, 1 strike. Fastball. This is popped up.
Foul.
Out of play down the right field line. We're going to pick up our 6th Deuces Wild of the game.
This might be the final one.
I hope it's the final one.
Me too.
As the Thunder down to their last strike against Caden Coombsy and the Corndogs. Payoff pitch. Spiked it in the dirt.
Ooh,
Cheney takes off for
gotta
third.
Steal a third. I like it.
And now there's a man on third and a full count with 2 outs for Caden Coombsy. And this would be a clutch strikeout for the rookie.
At this point, there's nothing you can do that's wrong for the Thunder. So Cheney just being aggressive there, and I like it.
3-2 here. And here's the pitch. Fastball lined into left field. That's going to score Cheney from third, and Ricky Ham come through in the clutch with his back against the wall to make it 17-3. Corndogs over the Thunder. And that'll bring up Xavier White, this pitcher now for the Thunder as of last inning.
Great center fielder was White. He was a pretty good pitcher. But yeah, Ricky Ham having a good piece of hitting, really coming alive in these later half of the game.
Xavier White to the plate now. First pitch from Coombsy. Drops in the slider for above the zone for ball 1.
I don't agree with that.
That looked like it came in right at the letters of Xavier White. Must have missed a little high, and it's 1-0.
That's surprising.
Pitch from Caden Coombsy. That one just low. Braylon Holland kind of double clutched that one. I think he thought that one was a strike.
Yeah.
Now a 2-0 count to Xavier White. Has 2 singles and a strikeout on the day. Now possibly the last out of the day. That right down the middle for strike 1 on the fastball.
You saw Ham go kind of fake take off over there at first base.
2 balls, 1 strike for Xavier White with 2 outs in the 7th.
Ooh.
Fastball right down the middle
White
for
knew it
strike
too.
2. We picked up another
There we
Deuces
go.
Wild, our 6th of the game now.
Xavier White knew he should have swung at that there after the pitch. He looked up and he immediately regretted it.
2-2 from Caden Coombsy. And once again, the Thunder down to their last strike. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. Caden Coombsy slams the door in the 7th on the Chicago Thunder. They're going to win it 17-3 in 7 innings. And our player of the game is going to be Angelo Luna. Had a home run, a single, and a double in today's game. Couple of RBIs.
Certified
Great defensive
dog.
left field. And
Dog.
that's going to do it for us here in Legacy Fields. I've been Tate Hildebrand along with Mason Waters. We'll be back here tomorrow as the Corndogs take on, I believe, the Little Calumet Beavers.
I believe so.
We'll be back here tomorrow at 4 o'clock. You've been listening to Corndogs Baseball on Jed TV. Good night.